The GOG album is officially dead. But how did all this thing happen? Shatta Wale, in a recent video, or let me take it like this, in a recent interview, explained how everything happened and why the GOG album is discontinued. So these are some of the main 3 reasons why the GOG album is currently dead or is discontinued. Shatta Wale says that there was one person that he really want to feature on the GOG album. He really wanted this collab so that there will be a kind of life in this album. He wanted this feature so that this album will be that album that he will retire with it, because Shatta Wale have once said that the GOG album will be his last album. So we can say that since the GOG album is not yet released, then Shatta Wale can put the GOG album back to maybe a certain year or maybe a different year that maybe he is ready to retire. Then Shatta Wale can release the GOG album. But since the GOG album, or once the GOG album is still not out, then Shatta Wale is not going to retire. So let me take it like this. Shatta Wale was waiting, or Shatta Wale was looking up to, or he was looking for a collaboration with Beyonce. That's what he says in the interview. But looking at how everything was turning out to, the person that connected Beyonce to him when Beyonce wanted a feature from him, or when Beyonce wanted to feature from him, wasn't able to get Beyonce on Shatta Wale's track or song. So this is how clear it is. If you are not getting it, this person, there's a middleman who connected Beyonce to Shatta Wale that made that already song possible. So Shatta Wale wanted to pass through the same person to Beyonce so that Shatta Wale can get Beyonce on his song on the GOG album. But that person made it look like it's impossible. So through that, Shatta Wale is feeling that, how did I make mine possible, and you are the middleman, you have to make it possible. You are looking like Beyonce is some way bigger than I, or something like this. Is how everything was like. So with everything, Shatta Wale feel very, in some way somehow he feel very bad, and that's one reason why the GOG album is still not yet out. Then we have one other thing, that Shatta Wale's songs or list was, let me take like this, his album leaked on Apple Music. And how did it happen? Shatta Wale handed over this all these songs to one person that can upload all this to on Apple Music. Then through that, this whole song got leaked. So Shatta Wale was much disappointed with that, and most of those songs that got leaked was a song that Shatta Wale wanted to release a videos for. Like he was actually wanted to do a video for all those songs, most of those songs, let me take it like that, most of those songs, but it ended up getting leaked. And Shatta Wale, with that, he have never recovered for that, because he feel that, why can this happen? Because this is that album that I think this is the album, this is the main album of my life. This is supposed to be the greatest album that I am looking for, or this is supposed to be that greatest album that I am preparing for, and also towards my retirement in the music industry, or in kind of in terms of making an album. So with that, Shatta Wale got another disappointed here, which is the second disappointment. Then we have the third reason, the record label. Shatta Wale has always prayed for that record label that will understand his business side. Shatta Wale is always looking for that kind of record label that will push him to that kind of level that he wants. That will push. Okay, let me take it like that. That will push the album. Shatta Wale is more interested in the album. Shatta Wale was interested in pushing the album, so he wanted a record label as big as this kind of record label that will push this album far, that will push this album to the audience that he think he's not reaching. But with all the weight and with everything that he has been expecting, that kind of record label is not approaching. Although there are a number of record labels that is always, or that is that sometimes come to him, that sometimes approach him, that we are this record label, that and we want to achieve that kind of dream that you want to. But Shatta Wale thinks those kind of labels are not big enough. That kind of that label or that kind of record labels can't do that business, can't finish the business, can't really get him what he wants. So it's in terms of record label, Shatta Wale is not getting that kind of record label that he think he deserves, that he think can push that album to the higher height, that he think that record label or that record label will push his album to that kind of audience he think he need to reach. So one is he's not getting that kind of record label. The second is his songs got leaked, and the third is Beyonce refused, or he's not getting Beyonce. It's not like Beyonce declined his record label though, but the person is not sending the message. Shatta Wale is not like the person is, seems like getting to Beyonce is impossible. That's how everything look like. That's how Shatta Wale narrated the thing, and that's how I see it in my perspective. So what do you think about it? Is GOG coming back? Has Shatta Wale main album, or the GOG album is dead and it will never come back, or it will never be continued, has it is discontinued? So I want you to share your opinion, and also please like the video if you have not, and subscribe to the channel. If you are listening to me on Audiomack, please do the same thing. Follow me on Audiomack, and also on Spotify, please follow me. On TikTok, please follow me. On Facebook, please follow me. On Seamless Productions. So where is this going? Is the GOG album coming back as strong as we are expecting, or we expect, or the GOG album is done? Shatta Wale is not going to release an album, because there's Shatta Wale released Mali album to like console those people, those fans that have been waiting for the album for a very long time, and there's another Afrobeat album coming up. So this will solidify those areas that Shatta Wale feel like there's a kind of Afrobeat that he think he need to release. So with the mix of this Mali and the new Afrobeat album collide, and of just I don't know how to put it though, but it will certify all those areas that are waiting for the GOG album. Has the GOG album will be prepared though? I don't know if the GOG album will be prepared, but has the GOG album is being prepared? I think Shatta Wale is releasing this album so that this fan base or this audience will get that kind of patience and wait for the GOG album. Has Shatta Wale says, or Shatta Wale sees that album to be the greatest album of himself, or greatest album that is coming from the Shatta movement camp. So what do you think about it? Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not. Like the video on Facebook, follow me, like the video on Spotify, like the video, also add it to your playlist. If you're on Audiomack, re-up the video, like it, just do everything to support this channel. Thank you for watching Seamless Production. See you on the next video. Just click on the next video and I'll see you there, or click on the next audio if you are listening to me on Spotify, and also on Audiomack. Click on the next audio and I'll meet you there.